hurt my back. So I'm using a different camera on my phone today to do this unboxing. I'm using the front-facing camera, or the, I don't know, or the one on the back. Possibly a little bit have some focusing problems. We'll see. This is my birthday present orchid. They came a day late. It's from H&R Nurseries, and I like H&R. They always send theirs in these flower boxes that are really long. I think they're the only grower from Hawaii that does that. So let's see. It's all taped shut. Oh, it's hermetically sealed with tape all the way around. Oh my goodness. I can barely sit properly. Here we go. So H&R is my favorite grower of all time. They used to be really big in Richard Mueller breeding. They don't really do it anymore. No one really breeds Richard Mueller crosses anymore, but I love them. They I've never seen them sell flasks, but they sell community pots. I love their community pots. They do a lot of their own breeding and crossing, and I just love their plants. So, let's see. My scissors. Cats again. Tape. Oh, lots of tape there. All the little individually wrapped orchids are taped together. Cut them out. Alrighty. And I guess if I was careful, I could read the Hawaiian news in this. I'm not going to be that careful. So my first unwrapped plant is a Dendrobium. So H&R is actually kind of moving out of Cattleya breeding. They used to do a lot of Cattleya breeding. But it seems like they have really moved toward Dendrobium breeding. And so I did get a few Dendrobiums. I got tangerinum from them. And actually, I'm realizing now that since I'm using the reverse camera on this, I don't know if the labels are going to come out in the right direction, or if they're going to be reversed. So, but tangerinum, their plants are always beautiful when they come. When I first started buying orchids from vendors, I didn't want to buy ones from Hawaii because my growing conditions were so different that it was really hard for me to establish plants that came from Hawaii. So to some extent, it's a really great thing that now I can buy orchids from Hawaii and I can establish them and I can bloom them. So that's the first plant. Newspaper. Peel this. So my second plant is Dendrobium tiny twister. So it's supposed to be small, but it's supposed to put out spikes from the top with sort of antelope type flowers. I don't know. They're sort of twisty. So that's tiny twister. And this, which is Mirabellianum by Caroni. But also, like, they kind of stick out in all 5 directions, the petals. So I got this one because, again, they're doing a lot more Dendrobium breeding. And so I wanted to get some of these hybrids that they're making now. H&R is also at Redlands. I've never ever gotten to go to the Redlands show at Fruit and Spice Park. I really want to. Using shredded newspaper on all of these. So my next one is a community pot. It's a community pot of Dendrobium tangerinum SW by gouldii. So this one, I'm hoping they'll all look a little different. I don't know. I got a microchip community pot from them a few years ago, and all the microchips look the same. I guess it's not surprising. It's a very consistent breeding, but we'll have to see. I don't know. I don't know what these will look like. Tangerinum is orange. And I think it has antelope type flowers where 2 of the petals stick up. I know that I want petals that stick up, and I was looking for that. A lot of packing tape here. Size this one. Right, I can't do this. Like leaning. There we go. Okay, this is the front. Oh, this is another community pot. Let me see, what is it? Okay, so this is I'm not sure why I ordered this. I thought I ordered one, and I seem to have gotten a community pot. So this is Cattleya Why Not, which is Cattleya aurantiaca by Brutonium sanguinae. Now, it's true, and I don't know how they do this, most why nots are red with the yellow center. I've killed my why not, so I know I wanted one. But I know that some why nots I know there's like a clone floating around where it's yellow. I don't know how they do that. They must have used a yellow version instead of an orange version of Aurantiaca to do it. But here is all the tiny little plantlets in this community pot. H&R community pots are really awesome. They usually come, you get community pots from some people and they say, 15 plants. Usually I get 30 to 50 plants out of every community pot from H&R. Usually the smallest ones, like the really, really tiny, like ones like you see at the edge here, I just throw those away because they take a long time to grow up. Though, you know, why not will bloom when it's pretty small. Though I could swear that when I was placing the order that I didn't order a community pot of why not. I will have to double check the email that I sent them. They don't have online ordering, so they basically publish a PDF with their plants that they have available, and then you have to send an email or you have to call them to place your order. Oh, another community pot. Now, this one is definitely, I ordered this. It looks like here that they actually put this community pot together in one of those disposable Jiffy pots, and the Jiffy pot is actually collapsing now, so they stuck it in another one to keep it together. This is Cattleya guttata var coerulea. It's Kelko by Sergio. So this, I got this because I had a Coerulea guttata that I bought from someone, and hasn't been doing well. I'm going to try some of these mounted, but I had it in semi-hydro and it was not doing well. It had put out nubs for this year, but I decided I wanted to start over. So try number 2 at guttata Coerulea. So I like guttata. The Coerulea form, I actually don't know exactly what this one will be like, but I'm hoping it might have spots. Usually the Coeruleas don't, but I don't know. We don't know what the progeny will look like, so we can pray. And really, since I got so many it's like I got a community pot and so many, like, right, I could pick the best ones out of that, and, you know, if some have spots and some don't have spots or whatever, I can hopefully pick out the best one out of those. So I'll end up probably, I'll be mounting them, and I'll have several. I'll have several of those. Okay. Oh, and I got a Zygopetalum, I think, which I've never gotten from them before. Okay, so I got Zygoneria Adelaide Meadows from them, which is Titanic by Dynamo. I think I looked this one up, and it is very, very blue. So that's this plant right here. It looks fabulous. I have to say that H&R plants have always looked fabulous, but in previous times I did have a hard time establishing them because a lot of them come, like if you look at this one, it's in a bark mix with a lot of large perlite, so to be really fast draining. And it's much drier here than where they're growing. They're on the northeast side of Oahu, and I don't know, it seems dry there, but it's not. It must be pretty moist, but anyways, they have this really fast draining mixes. They put everything in, and I would just have this horrible time because, like, I'm gonna have to grow this in moss to keep it alive. So I would have stuff and I wouldn't repot it, and then it would not establish and would die. But oh, I just realized this as I was turning it. Look, it's got 2 flowers on it. So I will share that when it blooms. Oh, how exciting! Yay! I'm really looking for a Zygopetalum that has a lot of macchii in it. I think those are the most scented. And I had one a few years ago, and I divided it and then I traded a piece of it away. And of course the piece that I kept died. And so now I don't have that anymore. But I'm really looking for something not in this Rhine Harlequin, Rhine Moonlight series of Zygopetalums, because I don't think they're as scented as the ones that have really strong macchii in it. And macchii's got these, I don't know, it's just got this barring that I really like. So makes me think of a Clandier, which I also like very much. So there's my unboxing from H&R Nurseries, which is in Hawaii.